What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Don't ask. We're gonna keep flowing because I always get like weird up in here. All right. The first card we got coming out here is Six of Cups. This is relationships and connections. I'm also hearing harmony. Okay, harmony when it comes to your inner child. So you may have been doing some shadow work lately with this black bird. Okay, and the raven or the crow. It just feels like shadow. Like good lord. And you may be in a space where you are forgetting something, or you feel like you're forgetting something, or this may be something that you forgot was hidden in the shadows. Like, yeah. Anyway, so right now with the children themselves passing themselves flowers, it feels like dealing with this internal shadow work is what is moving you forward to being able to feel that life is beautiful again, that life is whole, that is wonderful, that you are whole, that you are wonderful. You are that which is life, experiencing life itself. Okay? Yeah, it got a little cosmic right there. Anyway, sixes, they speak to family. This may be a relationship and connection that has been there with you and somebody in your family. All right. Also with the Mount Everest. Okay, I feel like that's one of the tallest mountains or something, because that's what's coming out with that. Mount Everest. This may have been something that has been a challenge all your life with relationships and connections, and being able to step deeper. Like, it feels like because you got hurt so many times, it puts you into a space where you were like cold-hearted, is what it feels like. And now you're in a space where you're finally learning how to step deeper into that space and heal those aspects and those parts of you, which is why like beautiful experiences are, you know, coming into fruition in your space. Also with the Mount Everest, that like you once thought it was impossible for you to, you could have once thought it was impossible for you to mend this relationship and connection with somebody, or just to be in a relationship and a connection in somebody where life is good and they're taking care of you, they're paying attention to your needs and stuff. So congratulations on that work. And if you're still in a space where you are doing that shadow work, to like invite in that healing, to open up, to be able to receive that relationship and connection, continue to do what it is that you're doing. You're going to be successful in that, and then you're going to allow yourself to feel better because you're taking better care of yourself. This is just you reflecting you, being you. Okay, all right. And we have the World card coming out here. So look at that. I just said that. A successful completion of the cycle. So you're definitely going to win. I love singing. That's how it came out, so that's how I'm going to let it be. All right. The World card, it also speaks to closing off chapters in a way that is healthy and beneficial. And then she's stepping out like, Rich, I know I'm that girl, that boy, that guy, that would have you. Like, I know I did that. I know I did that. So giving yourself props for like what it is that you have just like allowed yourself to be free from. And then the snake, the Ouroboros, is like the snake, it speaks to transformation, like fully transforming and shedding that version of you that felt like you couldn't have healthy and whole relationships and connections, that felt like you couldn't fully be yourself because you wasn't honoring your inner child, what it was that you wanted to do in life. And as well as your magic, like just there feels like the younger version of you here in Harry Potter. So it's giving the energy of you used to think that you have magic, and now you're moving into the space where you know that you are the magic. Okay, yeah, but life happened back then, that's why it made you forget. And then it showed you like things like Harry Potter, like it's like, no, yeah, okay, we can do this, but we don't need the wand. Like, this is you understanding that you don't need the wand, which is ironic because she's got two wands. She's got one over there, and then, you know, going down, shit. Oop, one over there. Yeah. Yeah. And it feels like she's just kind of about to toss it into, like, portal, into the unknown. This girl's like, no, bitch, I never needed this. It was always me. Okay, so that's what that healing and that receptivity of those relationships and connections. And this also may well just be you coming back home to you and yourself. Okay, but that's what you're going to get from that. And I feel like this is it. Yeah. And then we got the Hangman. We got new insights that are coming into your space. And look, he put himself into the space in the situation, and you can get down when you're ready, okay? It feels like for most of y'all, like you're almost ready, so you're still in the space of, you're like, suspension, in the space of pause. And they got me focused on, and look, it's more flowers, but they got me focused on the fact that things are growing upward. So you are growing in the space it is that you are in, okay? As 1 and 2, 12 breaks down to 3. Threes, they speak to body, mind, spirit alignment. They speak to a tangible movement forward, okay? So definitely allowing yourself to move forward from a more heightened and elevated space and state of being is what you're doing. Because you're healing this shadow work, okay? You're doing this, doing a thing. All right, we got the Ace of Wands, which is creativity, vitality. That's coming in. That's what you're stepping into as well. You're gonna feel more passionate and more connected, especially when it comes to like you and your partner, okay? If you do have a partner, just you with people in general. And then we got, look, four wands. Look, they dancing. Yeah, and this is committed relationships and connections. So definitely doubling down on that energy that I just picked up on. Feeling like stable and safe and secure in yourself, okay? Which is will allow you more space to be able to feel stable, safe, and secure with other people. Yeah, and then they got the 4 and the 1 of Wands, which is 5 Wands, which speaks to a little bit of conflict, where there may have been conflict in your emotions or your expression of your emotions, or like something like that. That's what that feels like. And then the final message, 6 of Cups came out twice. So yeah, okay. Definitely shifted your perspective on relationships and connections. This doesn't have to be just romantic. This could be brother, sister, like something family or siblings or something. But this could be your masculine and your feminine and yourself. Take it how it resonates, okay? Take it however it resonates for you. And also with the apartments, this may be some energy within your in the shadows and the aspects that you haven't looked at in a while. That's coming from like way back when, because this is just reminding me of the projects, and I used to live in the projects as a child, okay? So yeah, okay, I like that for you. All right, let's get an oracle for you. What's the oracle for this beautiful soul? And don't forget to subscribe if you want to book any personal sessions or services. That is linked in my description below. Yeah, it is. I be having to remember to say that. I told you I like singing. All right, we got release. I like that. And acceptance at the bottom. I love that you have release, because I told you that shadow work, that healing, that letting go. You no longer have to carry what is heavy. Make room for what supports your peace. I love that for you. So peace and harmony within your relationships and connections, or if this isn't with anybody else, this is definitely within yourself. I love that for you. I really do. And then acceptance. Acceptance does not mean giving up. It means honoring the present moment while you allow yourself space to grow, okay? So there are some things that you're going to have to accept in the space that you're flowing through in order for you to grow. Especially with this, like you choosing to consciously release and let go, and then there go your new beginnings. Every moment offers the opportunity to start again. Trust that it is never too late to choose a new direction. And it feels like a new direction, a new way of being is what is birthed from that ability to allow yourself to accept, release, and heal, okay? Any keys these beautiful beings need before we out of here, Most High? Any keys to unlock this space, to unlock this energy to flow through? All right. We have reciprocity, so they want you to understand that the energy and the relationships and connections, they will be reciprocal. You'll be able to give and receive what it is that you're giving back. Now, they do want me to let you know that it may not be in the same way, but it's going to be the same type of energy. Yeah. You see, like this. You see how they together doing the dance, but they don't have the same clothes on or the same style? Is that kind of energy. So you and whoever this is may have different love languages. Y'all may speak or show people love differently, but make sure you are mindful of how they express their love versus how you receive it, because it feels like something for somebody in relationships and connections may may have been like a disconnect in understanding how that person gives love versus how you receive it. Okay. Then we also have above. I heard things are looking up. Okay, so keep your head up. Keep allowing yourself to move forward in these spaces. When you are working through your shadows, feel what you need to feel in order for you to heal it, and continue to move forward. Continue to look up, because if you're at rock bottom in a space or a situation and you feel like you don't have nowhere to go, the only way to go is up. All right, and then we got celebrate. You will be in a space of celebration. Okay, it will be, look, and that's what, ain't that what they doing right there? And then the Four of Wands, so stable, feeling stable, safe and secure in relationships and connections and spaces, so that they allow you to be you. So yeah, and celebrate your growth and your release, your acceptance and your new beginnings, because you deserve it and you work for it. And that's what I have for you, beautiful soul. You stay safe, stay healthy, stay abundantly blessed, and I'll catch you next time.